I do not even know how or why I'm awake right now. I must be running off of like some morning adrenaline because today is baby shower day and I'm super excited. So I'm trying to like get out and get the last minute stuff done that I need to have done for today. But you know, I've had a lot going on these past couple of days and I was out so late last night, like late. But anyways, I listened to some of the stuff, especially from like yesterday, and I am just really disgusted. I am really disgusted with some of you so-called men. I'm absolutely disgusted by how you can like co-sign the bullshit that comes out of one particular person's mouth. How you can still be on a panel or speak to this dude after he very freely, I mean, it comes out of his mouth like it's no big deal. Talks the way he talks about little girls. And I know that I heard somebody say that all this is fake outrage, whatever, but not from me. Because the first time that he made a video threatening to stick his fingers in a little girl's rectum until she bleeds, I'm the reason why he took that video down. If you all want to go back into your YouTube history, when he made that video, he called me and told me about it. And he was like, "You're not going to like it. And you're going to think differently of me." And when I watched it, I called him back and I said, "Take that down." I said, "That is disgusting. And I cannot believe that you, a father of daughters, could say something like that about a little girl." I'm the reason why that video came down all them years ago. Ask him. I bet he'll lie, but I am. Because I was disgusted by it. And I told him I was disgusted by it. And now you turn around and you do the same thing to more little girls? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? You're like the neighborhood Freddy Krueger. You haunt all the children's dreams because you're disgusting and you're vile. And if you can freely speak about doing things like this to little girls, who's to say that you don't do it? You nasty, disgusting piece of shit. And I'm disgusted with some of you men who are fathers to daughters. And it doesn't matter if your daughter is 20 or 19 or 17 or whatever, 13. At one point in time in her life, your daughter was 5, your daughter was 6, your daughter was 7. And to co-sign what this disgusting man says about little girls, I'm just disgusted by y'all. I really am. I don't understand it. It really, truly is disgusting. And then you got these nasty ass, big as a house, gotta turn sideways to get out the barn door bitches that sit and laugh and think that the shit that he says is funny. That shit ain't funny. Y'all are some nasty ass motherfuckers. And hold on. I gotta order my coffee. Yes, can I please get a large hot mocha with extra whipped cream? Uh-huh. Plain. Do non-fat milk, please. No, that's all. Yes. Thank you. But I'm just really, truly disgusted, you know? Um, and then, like, what really kills me is how people can go around. Oh, please, don't even go there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even saying his name. I'm not even saying his name because I'm just that disgusted. He addresses me all the time, so I don't even know what you're talking about. He just said my name a couple of days ago. Anyway, the bottom line is that there are so many people in this sector that are quick to run around and point their finger and call people pedophiles. But that doesn't stick out to you at all? That doesn't stick out to you at all? The shit that he just got done saying about 2 little girls, and that's not even the first time he's done this shit. This is like, no, wait, hold on. It was 1 little girl. But this is not even the first time that he's done this shit, because he did it to Monty's daughter, he did it to Lamar's daughters, and now Ralph Waddle's daughter. That's like 4 little girls. And are you watching me, dude? Chick, whoever the fuck you are you watching me? I typed his name in the chat because of what the fuck he just did. So you can move around with that bullshit. And fuck a troll. I'm not even going to address a troll. Why don't you address him? Why don't you go talk to him about the way he just got done talking about a bunch of little girls? Why don't you go handle that shit? Y'all always quick to call out some other dumb shit, but ain't none of y'all called him out? Because he wants to act like he's this big, bad, tough guy that can say this nasty, foul shit because he's creating some image of he'll go there and he doesn't give a fuck. Really? Is it that important? Is YouTube that important to create this image for yourself where you want to put out there that you don't give a fuck, so you'll say foul and disgusting shit? Because that's just who you are? Knock it off, man. I can't believe that this shit is that important to you that you would just freely talk this dumb shit. It can't be that fucking important. It can't possibly be that much of your life that you have to put out this image that you'll take it there because you're not afraid and you're this big bad, dirty roaster. You're disgusting, man. You are a big bad dirty piece of shit. That's what the fuck you are. Won't nobody else sit there and call his ass out, but I sure the fuck will. Y'all are worried about the wrong shit. That's for real. Y'all are all worried about the wrong shit. Let me get my coffee. You ain't asking them. Get large off that mocha? Yes. $4.97. Sorry. Oh, I'll try it again. Yeah. Is that a chip? No? No, no chip. There we go. Thank you. I don't need a receipt. Thank you. You too. Oh. Thank you so much. You too. Sorry, y'all. I'm like just moving around. I didn't even go home last night, so I need some coffee in my life. I was out incredibly late. Incredibly late. I don't give a fuck about no 60 videos. We all already know he gonna fire off about 60 videos in 10 minutes. And I don't give a fuck. That's all he ever does is say my fucking name anyway. I can go for months or I can go for years and never speak this dude's name again, and I'm still gonna get 60 fucking videos. This man could be on his deathbed and be like, somebody hand me a phone so I can make a video of the cat before I die. So what the fuck do I care about 60 videos coming my way today? You think I'm going to pay any of them videos attention? Fuck no, because I got shit to do. I got a life. I got a baby shower today for my grandbaby. I ain't giving a fuck about this dude and his 60 fucking videos. I'm just disgusted with some of you men who sit there and talk about being proud fathers, proud grandfathers, proud uncles, proud bro, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you are. But y'all seem to think that this shit is okay. Y'all seem to think that them words that just freely come out of his mouth are okay. It's disgusting, and I'm disgusted by some of you. And when you get his ass up on your fucking panel, you talk about the wrong shit. Ain't none of you confronted him. Y'all get him up on your panel and ain't none of you said a fucking word to him about that. What are y'all afraid of? You afraid he gonna come stick his fingers in your asshole? Is that it? You afraid he gonna haunt your dreams? I don't know, I'm just really, really disturbed. This man, this is the 4th child that this man has threatened to sexually mutilate. But y'all want to run around and point your finger and call other people pedophiles. I'm starting to believe he is depressed in his real life. I didn't even post everything I found. You know, I believe it too. Something ain't right with him. He's like a chicken nugget short of a fucking Happy Meal. Something is not right in his head. Whether if it's depression or whether if it's some type of psychosis, the dude is not okay. The dude is not okay. And this bullshit ass troll, this ain't got nothing to do with Lamar, you dumb fuck. This ain't got nothing to do with Lamar. Nothing at all. Y'all always want to bring up his name. Y'all are the ones that can't keep his name out your mouth. Y'all are the ones that can't keep him off your mind. This ain't got shit to do with Lamar. This is all about the way that that nasty ass, gnarly fingered ogre talks about little girls. But I see how you want to always try to pull Lamar into this shit. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Nothing on my stream right now has anything to do with Lamar. It is all about that nasty ass, gnarly fingered ogre threatening to put his fingers in little girls' rectums. What's up, Blue? He's disgusting. And a lot of you so-called ass men, you so-called ass fathers, you so-called ass whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, ain't said shit to him. But you can sit and hee-hee and ha-ha on a fucking panel with the dude. We all know that was him. We all know that was Jimmy. That piece of shit. You're gonna end up in prison behind this shit. Now, you claim you're the king of your castle. You claim you're your sole, you're the provider. You're the caretaker. You know, you got this marriage and this home and you do all this shit in your life, but you willing to risk being the king of a castle for YouTube? Make that make sense. You got a job, you got a house, you got a wife, you got a family, you have children, and you're willing to risk all of that over YouTube. You must have a miserable fucking life. Well, we all know you have a miserable marriage because you're seeking for YouTube pussy. Is this how you want to escape your marriage, Jimmy? You want to end up in prison behind some YouTube words? Are you that miserably married? Exactly, Blue. That's what I'm saying. Like, but now it's gotten to the point where, like, he knows that there is no chance in hell with me. There's no chance in hell with me. So the only other way, I guess he figures he can escape his marriage is to end up in prison behind some YouTube because he's that fucking miserable, absolutely chasing some YouTube pussy that he ain't never got, ain't never gonna get. Ain't no bitch from YouTube fucked with Jimmy. Ain't no bitch from YouTube hooked up with Jimmy, sucked him, fucked him, nothing. They played him. That's what the fuck females do. Females play him. Why? Because he's a vulnerable little bitch. But it's all good though because he don't want grown women anyway. He don't want grown women anyway. He don't never talk about sticking his gnarly ass ogre fingers in a woman's ass until she bleed. No, he want little girls. I think that all the mothers in the town in which he lives in needs to keep their children far, 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 far away from him. I pray to God there ain't no little girls that live next door. They probably terrified of his ass. Exactly. Only a disgusting, vile, perverted, nasty dude can say some shit like that. Like, how do you say that and not actually think about the act of doing it? You know what, Jackie? Speaking of that, I did some checking last night. And I had some audio, and I tried to decide like if I wanted to play it or not. I don't know if I want to play this audio or not, but I did some fact checking last night. There's one thing that Kat has in her back pocket that only a couple of people know about. Only a couple of people, and Jimmy is not one of them that knows this. Only a couple of people that know me or have met me on YouTube know this about me. But one thing I have in my back pocket is 2 detective brothers. So I called one of my brothers last night. And I said, I want to ask you some questions. And when I got done telling him what I told him, he said, what kind of fucking people are you hanging out with, little sister? And I said, dude, I swear to God, I ain't hanging out with none of these people. I ain't hanging out with them. I promise you. Like, I don't hang out with this dude. This dude has never met me. I'm just asking you from a law enforcement standpoint, what kind of shit is this? And he's like, that motherfucker needs to be locked the fuck up. He's like, it's illegal. I told my brother, and I said, like I said, I've got the fucking audio that I can play it. I've got the audio and I can play it, but I'm really not trying to put my brother out there because it's my real life brother. So I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you something, big bro. This is not my proudest moment, and I'm like so ashamed to even mention this to you. You're right, Blue. It is a federal crime. Any type of okay, first of all, it's called an assault. That's what it is. The charge is an assault. So I told my brother, I said, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, dude. And I said, and I'm not proud. This is not my proudest moment. And I'm really embarrassed to talk about this with you because you're my brother. I said, but there were some videos that I made from my own phone. And I sent them to another man. And my brother said, I don't fucking want to hear this. And I said, just listen to me. I said, that man sent those videos to another man who put that shit out on YouTube. And my brother started laughing. I swear to God, I've got the audio. My brother started laughing at me. He was like, why? What the fuck is wrong with you? And I said, I told you I was not proud. I am not proud. It is not my proudest moment. I said, but is that considered like revenge porn? And I'm going to keep it real because I can play the audio. This is what my brother told me. He said, first of all, he said, anytime that you take a video from your own phone and you send it to somebody else, that becomes that other person's property. And that other person can do with that property as he pleases. If he chooses to send it around to other people, if he chooses to put it out on the internet, once that video gets into somebody else's hand, it becomes their property. Now, if I'm lying, I would sit here and say, oh, my brother said Jimmy could go to jail for doing that to me. But this is what my brother told me. He said, sis, I want you to think about it like this. He said, if I were to come to Kansas City and give you a car, but you decided you didn't need that car because you have enough already, so you gave that car to your neighbor. He said, I can't come back to Kansas City and say, wait a minute, I gave that car to you. I didn't give you that car to give to your neighbor, so now I want my car back. He's like, I can't get that fucking car back. He's like, and that's exactly what happens when you make a video like that and you send it to somebody. It becomes that person's property. And if that person chooses to give that property to somebody else, there's nothing you can do about it. He said, from a law enforcement standpoint, there is nothing you can do about pornography that you as an adult consented to and sent to someone else. He said, now, if you want to get an attorney and file a civil lawsuit for damages, mental, emotional, whatever, he said that's different. He said, but from a law enforcement standpoint, there's nothing that can be done about a disgusting ass bastard who puts women out there. He said, and the only thing I can do for you right now as your brother is to tell you to not do that dumb shit again. But what he said about the shit that Jimmy was saying about the little girls, absolutely, that is a crime. That is assault. And it's threatening assault on a child. So it holds a bigger case. It's not revenge porn if you are the one who passed it out. It's not revenge porn if it came from your own phone. Now, if he would have made that video of me and uploaded it, then yes, that would be revenge porn. But because it was a video that went from my own phone and sent to someone else, there ain't shit I can do about that. And I don't even care. Because if it makes you feel good to look at me naked, if it makes you feel good to put it out there, put it out there. I don't give a fuck. I just got done telling you. If it was a video that he would have took from his own phone and put it out there without my permission, it's different. But if it's something that I did on my own, if it's something that I did from my own phone with my own permission, that's my fault. That's my bad. That's a lesson learned. So, I'm telling you all this for all of you women that send out videos to these men from your own phones, with your own consent, and they put this shit out there on us. We cannot go around crying revenge porn. So, just a little piece of advice for all you ladies out there. If you don't want to have your if you don't want to have your goodies Googled on YouTube, don't pass them around. I've learned that lesson. I've learned that lesson. So, yeah. But the thing of it is like, I didn't ask my brother because I wanted to do anything law enforcement towards Jimmy for putting my videos out there. I asked him because I wanted to know, like, in a situation like that, what right does a woman have? Well, you don't have any, because you were the dumb ding dong that took a video of yourself and sent it to a man. You took a risk. And I think that I remember I said that a long time ago when Talia's videos got put out there and when my own videos got put out there. Like, I wasn't crying about it because I did it. I took a risk. I sent videos of myself to somebody, taking a risk, knowing that at any given time that person could have given those videos to anybody. That's my fault. I've been here for what, 5 years? What is this year? 2020? Yeah, 5 years. I did. I put my own video. You're right. And I put my own videos out there because I took the video from my own phone and I sent it to somebody. So I'm guilty for that. So I can't be mad. I can't be mad at anybody for passing around my videos. I just can't be. Because I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm an adult. I knew what I was doing when I made those videos. And I knew that the minute that I hit the send button, that I was taking a risk. And instead of stopping and thinking about it, I just did it. That's my fault. So there is no true crime committed. Which is why, like, these celebrities, that they get porns leaked of them. Why they can't, like, why nobody goes to jail behind that shit. Nobody goes to jail behind that shit because you made that video as a consensual adult, knowing the risk that you were taking. What do they do? They go and they hire lawyers and they file civil suits and they sue everybody. That's what they do. They sue everybody. I ain't trying to sue nobody. I ain't trying to waste my time over my own mistake. Because I'm accountable for that shit. I really am. It was my mistake. And I'm not fixing to trying to go get no lawyer to sue nobody over a mistake that I made. And my mistake was trusting somebody with the video that I never should have made. However, from a law enforcement standpoint, the comments that are being made about these children out of this particular person's mouth, that is jail time worthy. That is 100% jail time worthy. Because you are threatening assault on a child. Anytime you threaten to do anything to anybody, that is an assault. I'm on my phone, so I can't do wrenches from my phone. I don't think. Nope, I can't do it from my phone. So like I said, this man, Jimmy, let's go ahead and call it. You have a wife, you have a home, you have a job, you have children. And you are really seriously risking all of that over some YouTube, over some people you don't know. Is that deep to you? Or is this like that inner pedophile coming out of you? I don't call the police, first of all. That is my brother. That is my real life blood brother. I wanted to ask him some questions from a law enforcement standpoint. And I even broke down and told my brother, do you know how embarrassing that is? You know how embarrassing that is to call your big brother and tell him, yo, man, this is what I did. He was like, okay, I don't want to even have this conversation anymore, little sis. I don't even want to know what you do. I don't want to think about what you do. Now, that's just kind of a dumb thing to say, for real. You didn't know Kevin Leroy, but you still allowed him into your home. Is that any different? Is that any different from somebody who's in your own town? Think about it. When you date people, okay? When you start off dating people, you start off what? Talking on the phone, texting, meeting up, going to dinner, whatever, driving your own vehicles, meeting at a location. But you get to know this person, and then eventually what? And then eventually you let them into your home, right? I mean, that's just stupid. So you're telling me that two people who live in different states can't basically do the same thing without being able to meet up for dates in at certain locations because they're thousands of miles apart. I mean, think about what the fuck you people say. Think about it. That don't make no fucking sense. It don't matter. It don't matter if he was from YouTube, if he was from Facebook, if he was from Planet Fitness. It don't fucking matter. It's no different. It's no different than a dude that I might meet at the gas station. It's no fucking different. Y'all act like I'm the only motherfucker. Y'all act like I'm the only person that's ever met people from YouTube. You know how many real life YouTube hookups there have been in this sector? Y'all act like I'm the only one. Oh my God. Oh my God, she hooked up with a dude from YouTube. And what? So the fuck what? Who gives a shit? Are you that invested in my bedroom? Are you that invested in my personal life? I'm a grown fucking woman. I'm a grown adult who has raised her children and who pays her bills. What I do in my private life is nobody's fucking business. Nobody's. I can post thousands of pictures of me with dudes, and it doesn't mean that I'm fucking them. Yes, Ross. Yes. Do you know how many people I meet and I go out and I have a good time, or I go out in a group of friends or whatever, but I don't fuck them? Y'all are sick if you think that life is all about sex. Sex don't make my world go round. Exactly, Beasley. It isn't private once you put it up. But you know what? It was private to me because I'm not the one who put it out there. It was private to me. It was private to me. I'm not the one that put it out there. The only one that I ever publicly put out there from YouTube was Justin. Exactly, Katana. These weak ass dudes trying to justify stuff is twisted. It's disgusting and it's twisted. You drive 10 hours to meet a YouTube personality, and so what? I travel all the fucking time. Y'all act like me driving anywhere or traveling anywhere is something new. I don't just sit in Kansas City. I've been to 29 states in 2020. I've been to 29 states in 2020. I travel all the fucking time. So for me to go somewhere and meet somebody, the fuck does that mean? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if I drove 10 hours to meet Lamar? Who cares? Does it affect you? Does it affect your life? Does it affect you at all in any way? Did it stop your bills? Did it stop your money? No. But I don't talk about sticking my fingers in little girls' asses so you can back them comments up. I don't threaten to do nothing like that to any fucking children. Any man that can sit here and threaten to sexually sodomize and mutilate little girls for the sake of YouTube is disgusting. all content creators do a lot of stuff for YouTube. All content creators do a lot of things for YouTube. But not all content creators threaten to sexually mutilate little girls. Y'all are so stuck on bullshit. I mean, are you for real? Y'all defend this shit? That's why I'm disgusted. Because y'all will come up with any fucking thing to defend those words. Y'all will come up with anything to still defend the fact that a man said that he would stick his fingers in a 7-year-old girl's rectum. You can't tell me that that doesn't touch you or make you feel some type of way. Okay, first of all, no, I did not threaten to kill anybody's children. That night that whole conversation happened with that particular person, things got a little bit heated and a little bit out of hand. And if you actually want to be truthful about that, Tiffany actually apologized to Jamila for saying that. She actually apologized. She broke down and she apologized to Jamila for saying that about those kids. Yes, she did. Because that conversation got a little too heated and a little too out of hand. It started off as a game. We were fucking with Shani. We were fucking with her. Okay. All of that was being Tiffany. We were drunk. We were being silly. We were being stupid. And then the conversation escalated and got out of hand. Has Jimmy ever once apologized? Has Jimmy ever once apologized to Monty or to Lamar? Or has he apologized to Ralph for saying that shit about his little girls? If you want to go back to when Jimmy made that video about Monty's daughter, I'm the reason why Jimmy took that video down. I'm the reason why he took it down. Because I was disgusted and I went off on him for saying shit like that. And no, you're right, Beasley. There was no excuse for it. Wrong is wrong. You're right. But you know what? There's a difference because when you're wrong and you can admit that you're wrong and you apologize, it doesn't make the situation any better. And it doesn't excuse the fact that the words were still spoken. But there was an apology that was made. None of y'all dudes getting on this dude for threatening to sexually assault a kid, but you worry about where a woman travels. Exactly. Exactly. Jay Black made that funny video, but no one defended me. Right. I mean, it's disturbing and it's disgusting how far you creeps, you guys are fucking creeps, will go to defend what this man is saying. Exactly, Gitano. You're more worried about where a grown woman travels than morally corrupt dude talking about sex with a child. Absolutely. Y'all got your priorities all fucked up. Y'all got your priorities all fucked up. Y'all be looking in the wrong fucking places. And if I decide to get in my car today and drive to Michigan today, who the fuck gonna stop me? Who the fuck gonna stop me? Who the fuck really deep down cares? Come here, baby. I'm just metaphorically speaking. I have my daughter's baby shower today. But I'm just saying, if I decide to get in my car and go wherever the fuck I want to, whose business is it? I travel all the fucking time. I just got home from Florida not too long ago. And if my grandbaby wasn't due in the next 3 weeks, I would be on my way to Florida with Harry. I'd be on my way right back to Florida. But I got a grandbaby that's due in 3 weeks. But still, it don't matter. If I want to get in my car and go somewhere, ain't none of y'all motherfuckers paying for it. I care, but you like the even after he dogged you out. Listen. That's what this sector is. That's what this sector is. It's what it was. It's what it is. It entertains you. It entertains you. Y'all are entertained by it. I'm not worried about what anybody says about me because at the end of the day, they don't define my character. They don't define the person that I am. They don't pay my bills. They don't do nothing for me. You can't threaten to shoot kids and then pretend you. I didn't threaten to shoot no kids. So what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't threaten to shoot nobody's kids. The words never came out of my mouth. I did not threaten to shoot nobody's kids. Do you define? No, hell no, I don't define Jimmy's character. He's doing it for he's putting his own ass out there. What the fuck? Look at this remedial ass motherfuckers. Remedial ass motherfuckers. Y'all always want to. Will y'all stop? Y'all always want to twist this around. Y'all want to twist this around and always make it about Lamar. How is this about Lamar? How is this about Lamar right now? It doesn't matter if a child was not harmed. Jimmy made sexual threat against the child. Absolutely. Absolutely. But they want to take this. They want to take this and they want to turn it around and talk about somebody else. They want to try to make this about somebody else. What the fuck? What the fuck? How do you take this and make it about somebody else? Wow. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. He shut his channel down again. He was really hurt over Tone's face. I told Tone he needs to stop. He needs to stop with them bedroom eyes and wear sunglasses. That's for real. He was really hurt. It don't matter. I mean, this is the second time he done shut it down. He'll come back again. He'll come back again. Everybody always comes back. We all always come back. We say we're leaving, we take a break, and then we all come back. Even trolls come back. We all throw our little temper tantrums and we say we're done, and then we come right back because this shit is entertaining. If we all actually really truly left, y'all would have to start watching cable. Yeah, he'll be back after football. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy that the links that some of these people will go to defend those kind of words. Wow. Wow. Short bus poppy, you're really in your feelings, aren't you? Make a video, bitch. Make a video. That's what he did. He deleted that one channel and then he came right back with another channel. And he'll come back with another channel. Yeah, the fake outrage. The fake outrage that people are now bringing back whenever Tiffany made that comment to Jamila. The one isolated incident. The one isolated incident that words were spoken, that got out of hand, that she knew was wrong, that she apologized for. She publicly apologized for it. But yet this is the fourth child. The fourth child that Jimmy, the fourth little girl that Jimmy has threatened to sexually violate. But let's focus. Let's focus on a comment that was made that was out of hand, that was apologized for, that was an isolated incident that she felt bad about, that she actually broke down and apologized to the one person she cannot stand most in her life. She broke down publicly and apologized to the one person she can't stand in her life. You know what's funny? I actually talked about that on my last live. I actually talked about that on my last live. The videos that, that came out the last time. I talked about that. I actually talked about that last time. And again, you guys always want to make everything about Lamar. Why is everything always about Lamar? Lamar didn't make Jimmy say that shit. When is the last time I did a video to Miss London? Miss London talks about me every time she goes anywhere. That's why I care. That's why I hate trolls. It's Ralph Bottle's fault. How is it Ralph Bottle's fault, Beasley? How is it okay when two grown ass men are having words with each other? When two grown ass men are having words with each other, and the best thing you can do is come back and say that you're gonna sexually mutilate a 7-year-old child. That's what the fuck you do. That's the best you can come up with. That's not roasting. That's not that's just being a disgusting, nasty man. Exactly. They hate him so much, but he never threatened to sexually assault a child. Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. Okay, but Beasley, come on. How many men seriously get in their feelings and they talk about killing somebody? Triple does it all the time. Triple threatens to kill people. Come to Brownsville, son. Triple's threatened to kill every single fucking one of you. But he never. But one thing Triple might have done is, even though Triple's threatened to kill multiple people on YouTube, he has never threatened a fucking child. He's never threatened to sexually mutilate a child. So even if Ralph Bottles did threaten to kill Jimmy, you don't come back with, I'm going to stick my fingers in your 7-year-old daughter's ass until she bleeds. What kind of shit is that? There's no excuse for whenever he does this to children. None. It is talk fighting between two grown men. At what point in time do you bring a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old little girl into it? And if you're that hurt by another man saying he's going to kill you, then grow the fuck up. Jimmy was trying to plot my murder with Kevin Leroy. Even though one thing I can say in Kevin Leroy's defense, he didn't want no part of that. But that was all Jimmy. And that was behind the scenes. Jimmy was literally plotting my murder. But did it scare me? No. I found it comical. I found it funny that he gets that obsessed over this bullshit. I find it hilarious that he literally gets that obsessed over YouTube. No, I'm not saying that death threats are cool, but they happen every day in the sector. Jimmy was plotting my murder behind the scenes. Did I come back with like, oh, I'm going to do this and this to your child, Jimmy? No, I didn't. Did I go run to the police like some Becky or some Karen? No, I didn't. Did I laugh? Absolutely. Because if this shit drives you that crazy to the point you want to kill me, come and find me, motherfucker. Come and find me. And you know the fucked up part about it is, when I asked Jimmy, when I was first told, okay, this was back when me and Jimmy was cool. When I was first contacted and told that Jimmy was literally behind the scenes trying to get someone to plot my real life murder. And I asked Jimmy about it. He never denied it. He never denied it. Never once. But even to this day, I laugh about it. Because if this shit means that much to you, then come and do it. Come and find me. I don't take this shit that serious. I don't take some YouTube character or some YouTube personality. I don't take their threats serious. Because what are they really going to do? What are you really going to do? But what I do take serious is what the fuck you say about the little girls, Jimmy. Because if you can think it, you would act on it. If you can say it, you can picture yourself doing it. And that's fucking disgusting. And you need some serious help. Cat and Jimmy would make cute kids. Oh, fuck that. My kids have ears. I prefer for my children to be born with all their body parts. All of my kids have, 10 fingers and 10 toes and 2 ears. And yeah, I know. No. How do you get an intimidation charge? The police had to look that shit up because nobody gets that charge. Actually, y'all are trying to team up to take a man down. No, it ain't about teaming up to take a man down. It's calling a man out for his disgusting, vile, vulgar ass comments that nobody else seems like they can, I mean, it's like everybody overlooks that shit. How do you overlook? This is the fourth child. This is the fourth child that he has threatened to sexually mutilate. And we're not talking about an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old or a 23-year-old. We're talking about a 7-year-old, 2 5-year-olds, and a 6-year-old. It would be different if you came back and said that shit about a grown-ass child. It would be different if you said, I'm not even let me say a grown-ass child, but someone's child who is of adult age. These are children. I see you can't stop talking about me like you said. You just talked about me the other day. You just talked about me the other day. You earless simp. You act like you forgot. Oh, no, hell no, I didn't forget that. Beasley, I remember what the fuck he said to me back then. I remember what he said to me. He was talking about killing me and bathing in my blood and watching my kids and making my kids watch. Yeah, I know. I remember all that sick shit he said back then. I do. I remember all that. Now I still have all that shit. I still have all the messages from whenever he was Tango Blast talking about murdering me and bathing in my blood and raping me and kidnapping me and all that. I remember all that. How could you forget that? I don't forget that. I still have all that shit somewhere in my files. Yeah, he was gonna kidnap me and hold me hostage and rape me every day of my life. Yeah, I remember all that. Exactly. It does not matter, Beasley, if a child was ever harmed. It's the fact that a grown man can say that shit. Look at these motherfuckers. Absolutely. I don't gotta stay on nobody's good side because I'm me. I'm me. I don't gotta stay on nobody's good side. All day. All day. Are you fucking retarded? Absolutely not, Beasley. Absolutely not. Like I said, if you go back into history, the first time that Jimmy ever made a video, which was Monty's talking about Monty's daughter, I'm the reason why he took that video down. Ask him. He's here. Am I not, Jim Jim? Am I not? Because did you not call me, Jimmy, after you made that video and you said that I'm gonna be mad at you and I'm gonna think differently of you because of what you just said? And when I heard that video, I told you to take that shit down immediately, and you did. Come on, Jim Jim, you're here. Tell him. Tell him who made you take that video down of Monty's daughter. Tell him. Exactly, Katana. Exactly. My point exactly. Because these so-called men, I'm disgusted by them. Especially the ones that are fathers of daughters. Because it doesn't matter how old your daughter is now. At one point in time in her life, she was 5, she was 6, she was 7. Abso-fucking-lutely. Jackie, you already know he watches every live, every video, every move I make. He watches me in chat rooms. He's just as bad as the other one. It's not even that, East Coast. I don't talk about dude. He just talked about me like 2 or 3 days ago. And I hadn't said nothing about him until this shit. I said nothing about his ass until this shit. But he just talked about me like 2 or 3 fucking days ago. But we're not going to talk about that, huh? We're going to overlook. We're going to overlook the fact that Jimmy just brought my name up like 2 or 3 days ago. And I didn't say shit about him until this situation. And no, I was not right there listening. I heard the playback. There's only certain people that I will actually watch and participate. Only certain ones. But sometimes, like if I'm on my way to work or whatever, I'll listen to a playback. But other than that, I don't really give a fuck. It's disgusting, Katana, how these people are trying to justify pedophilic ways, how people are trying to justify pedophile type comments, pedophile behavior. Like I said, if you can speak it, you can think it. If you can think it, you can act on it. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Jimmy is a closet pedo who's like dying to come out. And honestly, when he makes these comments about these kids, it's like he's screaming out for help. He's like one little push in a direction of harming a child. Seriously. He's like right on the edge. He's on the verge of hurting a child. This is the fourth little girl. The fourth little girl that he has made these comments about. If you can speak it, you can think it. If you can think it, you can do it. Somebody get Jimmy some help. I'm telling you that town has a borderline pedophile on their hands. And somebody needs to get him some help before a child is actually harmed. You know what, East Coast drama, there is so many other things that you can say to get a reaction that you don't have to make vile, disgusting comments about little girls. There are so many other ways and so many other things that you can say and do to get a reaction. Beasley, some of them claim that they are killers. Some of them claim that they are real life killers. Are they? Hell, I don't know. Do I care? Not really. But the thing of it is this, though, East Coast drama. Whether if it is wordplay or not, and whether if it's a mental game or not, a mentally disturbed person freely says shit like that. Okay, let me ask you this then. If you were trying to get a reaction, East Coast drama, this is for you. If you're trying to get a reaction, or if you're trying to get notice, or if you're trying to get attention, would you personally make comments like that about a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old little girl? Would you, yes or no? No answer? It's simple to type yes or type no. Would any of you in the chat, would any of you make vile, disgusting sexual assault remarks about a child for a reaction or for attention? And actually, here you go. This little troll thinks they know everything. I didn't send nothing to him. I sent nothing. Nothing came, nothing sexual whatsoever went from my phone to his. Those were all pictures that had been sent to someone else. No, I don't think that anybody is justified in killing somebody over some YouTube words. No, that's not what I'm saying, Beasley. I'm not saying that anybody is justified in killing someone over YouTube words. But I think that like a lot of bullshit and a lot of real life fuckery goes ignored. And I think that like it's disgusting how you can take like, I mean, you try to make something about a whole ass other man that has nothing to do with that man, all to overlook about what another man has done or said. Do you know how many times Jimmy would call me at 5 a.m.? But Jimmy would call me and he would talk about YouTube all the time. Exactly, Katana. I'm a mother, and I wish somebody would have made that comment like that about my 6 or 5 or 7-year-old daughter. Either which way, Jimmy would call me, and he would talk about YouTube, and he would be like so distraught over everything being said, over everything going on, over everything. And he would tell me all the time, I gotta take a break. I can't do this shit. This shit is fucking with me. It's fucking with me mentally. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well then stop. Turn it off and stop. But he can't do it. He cannot do it at all. And at any time that this shit really truly starts to affect your personal life or your mental psyche, then log the fuck off. Then log off. Do you honestly think that this shit truly hurts me? No. No. Because it doesn't stop what I do in my real life. It doesn't stop me from being a mother. It doesn't stop me from working my job. It doesn't stop me from paying my bills. It doesn't stop me from being a friend. It doesn't stop me from being with whoever I want to be. It doesn't stop me from shit. Hi, Roger. I don't know. I just think I think it's bullshit. I think it's fucking. It's just. Oh my god. The fourth one, Jimmy. Really, the fourth child. And I think it's sad that some of you so-called men that are fathers, that are grandfathers, that are whatever, you just overlook what he says. This is the fourth child, the fourth little girl. And y'all just overlook this shit and act like it's okay and that it's perfectly normal. It is not normal for a 50-some-year-old grown man to threaten to do these sexual things to little girls. That is not normal. If she does, that's on her. I mean, come on, Beasley. I don't care about all that. I don't know if there's any truth in that. I don't know if there's any fact in that. I haven't been following that because I just don't care. A lot of women have children that they ignore. Sad fact, but it's true. A lot of fathers have children that they ignore. Sad fact, but it's true. And y'all wonder why our kids are so fucked up today. Y'all wonder why these kids are out here, you know, behaving the way they're behaving. Y'all wonder why these young kids are out here on drugs. Y'all wonder why these young kids are becoming felons in their early teenage years. My two sons have a sister, okay? That's not my child. She was not my child. She was their father's oldest child. My sons have a sister. She was 19 years old. And this just happened a year ago, June. Okay. This happened last year back in June. My son's 19-year-old sister was shot at point blank range in the head by a 14-year-old. My son's 19-year-old sister was murdered by a 14-year-old boy. And you know why? Because that 14-year-old boy had parents who didn't give a fuck about him. And y'all wonder why our kids are so fucked up today. Because a lot of children have mothers and fathers who flat out ignore them. Yeah, she was 19. She was shot. Like half her head was blown off. He put the gun straight to the back of her head and pulled the trigger. And I'll never forget in the courtroom, my sons begged me. They were like, Mama, because they wanted to go to his arraignment trial. And I didn't really want to take my sons. At the time, they were 15 and 17. And I really didn't want my sons to sit in that courtroom. I didn't want my sons to be experienced to that. I didn't want none of that shit. But my sons begged me to please go to his arraignment trial. And I'll never forget the day we sat in that courtroom. And when they brought that kid out, he was literally like just feet in front of us. Yeah, they're trying him as an adult. He's still on trial. He's still on trial to this day. It's been over a year. And yes, they are trying him as an adult. So the day that we sat in that courtroom, this 14-year-old boy was literally feet in front of us. And when one of the juvenile officers was reporting to the judge what his behavior was like in juvenile detention, my 17-year-old son was sitting in front of me. And when that juvenile officer told the judge that that 14-year-old was having behaviors in juvenile detention and that he was threatening to kill officers and he was threatening to rape female correctional officers, and then that one particular juvenile officer said that the boy had made a comment to him personally and said that he said, "I will kill you like I killed that bitch Bree." When he said that, my son, my 17-year-old, who was sitting in front of me, I had to reach out and wrap my arms around him to hold him in his chair, because my son was ready to jump over and just beat the brakes off this kid. And that's when I knew, like, I did not want my sons in that room. So when the prosecutor was pulling out pictures of the crime scene and was getting ready to show the pictures of the crime scene, the judge said, "Hold on a minute." And he looked at my sons and he asked my sons to stand up. And he said, "Who are you in relation to the victim?" And my son said, "Her brothers." And he asked how old they were. And my son said 17 and 15. The judge looked at the prosecutor and said, "You can bring me those pictures, but you will not show them to the courtroom." I mean, it's horrific. And you wonder why these children behave the way they do now, because nobody cares. Jimmy is live roasting you, right? Of course he is. But what's he going to say? What the fuck is Jimmy? What the fuck can he possibly say about me that he hasn't said already? Jimmy is a sick, nasty, disgusting, pedophilic pervert. What can Jimmy possibly say about me? That he was obsessed with me, that he spoof lovered me, that he was in love with me, that I played him, that I turned him down, that I didn't want nothing to do with him, that I told him not to throw his wife out of a window. What can he possibly say? And then he'll ask me to come up on his panel, and then he screams and he overtalks me and then he mutes me. Fuck Jimmy. Fuck you, Jimmy. Fuck you, Jimmy. D-Dame, absolutely. I'm telling you, Jimmy is on the verge of real life hurting a child. He is right there at that cusp. And I hope that somebody, one of y'all to defend him, one of y'all big time Jimmy defenders, I hope that one of y'all reach out and try to get him some help. Cooking kids is one thing, but right, exactly, D-Dame, that's my point. Like, I don't give a fuck if people are like, "Oh, well, this is what he does. This is his style." Really? Your style is to sexually threaten children? Absolutely, Katana. He is on the verge of hurting a real life child. It's disgusting. And I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want to say to try to get a reaction out of somebody. But sexually mutilating children, that's what you do to get a reaction? You're fucking disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. And you need help. Because even whenever people cook other people's kids in this sector, the only one out there that threatens to rape and mutilate and sodomize a child is Jimmy. Even after all the children roasting that has gone on in this sector, Jimmy is the only one that has threatened sexual violence on a child. They've talked about my kids. They've talked about Jamila's kids. They've talked about LA's kids. They've talked about Mike Mills' kids. But the only one that ever made sexual threats towards children is Jimmy. They talked about Monty's kids. They talked about Kevin Smith's kids. They talked about Christian Adair's daughter being with him during illegal activities. They didn't really roast his daughter, but they kept bringing his daughter into it. But the only one that ever made sexual, disgusting, vulgar comments about children was Jimmy. But everybody seems to overlook that, right? His life is a state of constant misery. Absolutely. Let him self-destruct. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's self-destructing. And he acts like, oh, he's this big bad YouTube, roaster. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care if he self-destructs. Exactly, D-Dame. It is sick. It is very sick. And anybody who supports it is just as sick as he is. You're only as sick as your secrets, Jimmy. You're only as sick as your secrets. And we all know that deep down, secretly, you really think about doing these things to little girls. Get help. Get help. And it's so fucking sad. It's so fucking sad that they have some not even real justified hatred towards a man that they don't know, that they would go along with this disgusting shit. You're absolutely right. They don't like LA, so they go along with this shit. Absolutely. And it's so disgusting that they have so much fake hate for someone that they don't know, that they act like the comments that Jimmy makes is okay. It's fake hate. That's what it is. It's fake hate. You mean to tell me that this man that you've never met, that has nothing to do with your real personal life, you can hate him that much? You can hate him that much? That you think that another man making sexual comments towards children is okay? Mike Mills brought him. Absolutely. I never brought Todd to YouTube. And if you want to be truthful, Jimmy, while you're telling them lies about me bringing Todd to YouTube, I never brought Todd to YouTube. Tina was the one who found Todd. Tina was the one who initiated contact with Todd. And I got that motherfucking proof because I got screenshots of the messages between Tina and Todd when Tina was the one who reached out to Todd and then gave that information to Mike Mills. So let's not lie on Cat. Tina was the one. Tina, your friend, your big ass whale barnyard friend, is the one who reached out to Todd, initiated contact with Todd, got all the proof that Todd was the one that sent sperm to Jamila, and she not only did she screenshot it and send it to me, but she gave it to Mike Mills, who then reached out to Todd and brought Todd onto his show. So don't lie on me, Jimmy. Don't fucking lie on me. Don't fucking lie on me, bitch. I never initiated contact with Todd because I didn't give a fuck that much. Sorry. I didn't give that much of a fuck. I never brought Todd to fucking YouTube. That was Tina and Mike. And if I gotta throw the screenshots out there, I sure the fuck will. Because even whenever Tina had that fucking group, the I Hate Jamila group on Facebook, she was so proud of herself. For reaching out to Todd. She sent screenshots of all that shit in the fucking group. Don't put that fat bitch's dirt off on me. Don't take away Tina's shining moment and put it on me. You're going to piss her off. You're going to piss that bull off. That's her work. That was all Tina, Jimmy. So tell the truth on the right bitch. And I know Tina wants my attention. She wants me to say her name so fucking bad. And I'll tell you when you can get it, bitch, because I know you listen to me too. I know you listen to me too, you big old fat bitch. You can have all of my attention. Listen closely. You can have all of my attention, Tina, and your man pooch pussy can get all this work the minute that you go live and you stand the fuck up. Go live and stand up, you big bitch. Show us off your whole fucking body, and then you can get this work. Then you can get my attention, ho. Because you know that I will hog roast your ass with an apple in your mouth and every motherfucking thing. I will hog roast you, ho. But until you stand the fuck up, you get no attention from me, you big bitch. You're stuttering big. You're so fucking fat, bitch. Your fucking tongue is fat. How the fuck you got a fat fucking tongue, bitch? Your tongue is so fucking fat you can't even speak your words correctly without stuttering over them, you big asshole. You can get this work and you can get this attention as soon as you stand the fuck up. That bitch so big, her fucking arm. One of her fucking arms is the size of my thigh. I swear to God, I'll prove it. He's going off. He's screaming at Triple for asking me for a wrench. That's funny. All right, so I'm about to hop off here anyway, so y'all can go over there and listen to Jimmy rant and rave his undying love for me, his undying, unjustified love for me. And here's the thing: this is what I love. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up too, only because since I've been saying his name and I've been talking about him, let me go ahead and talk about him. So Jimmy, you claim, let's keep it real, you claim that I catfished you, and once you found out what I supposedly really look like, you was done. You didn't want nothing to do with me, right? So how the fuck, Jimmy, how the fuck did I catfish you when we were sending each other private videos on YouTube? You know, we would upload a video that only each other could see if we sent each other the link. And you saw me. You saw my face sitting there talking to you. So how did I catfish you, Jimmy? Whenever I would upload a video of me talking to you, nothing sexual. Let's get that straight. It was never anything sexual. There was never no sexual videos made and sent to Jimmy privately. It was just me talking to him. Just me. Even whenever, like on a Saturday morning, when I would be up out of bed making my pot of coffee, I would send him a video with my hair up in a messy bun and no makeup on and no nothing. No nothing, just me, just plain old me. How is that catfishing you, Jimmy? When you saw all the fucking time what the fuck I look like with makeup and with no makeup. How the fuck is that catfishing, Jimmy? Explain that. There were times, you know, that I would send you a video because we would be talking about shit in the sector and we would talk privately back and forth in videos. Let's keep it 100, Jimmy. You're the one that catfished me from the very beginning when you sent me a picture of Clifton Rainey and tried to tell me that was you. And we did not even start sending private videos to each other of us, of talking to each other, until after I found out what you already really looked like. So let's keep it 100, Jimmy. Let's keep it real, dude. Let's fucking keep it real. There would be times that I'd be out and about and I'd have my hair done and I'd have my makeup on and I would send you videos talking about shit in the sector. Then there was times that I would just be just up out of bed with no makeup on, no hair done, no nothing, and send you videos. So how the fuck did I catfish you, you lying piece of shit? Explain that. The truth is, Jimmy, you've wanted me from day one, and I never wanted you. I never wanted you in that way, Jimmy, and you know that. And I know it hurts you. Yeah, because let me tell you how that, okay, so exactly, D Dame, exactly. RPJ did leak my pictures because, okay, the very first time that Tiffany and I ever appeared, the very first time that Tiffany and I ever appeared on Mike Mills's Blog Talk Radio, RPJ was there. That very first night, RPJ looked me up on Facebook. That very first night, he looked me up on Facebook. He's always crying. Jimmy's always crying. He's a little bitch. He's a fucking bitch. Come on, you big bad bitch. You gonna go sodomize little girls. What you crying for? What you crying for? You big bad top roaster. You dirty roaster. Why you crying? Why you crying, you sack of shit? Fuck Mike. Fuck Mike. Exactly. That's why he's so focused on little girls, because he knows ain't no real fucking one. Look at all the YouTube pussy Jimmy has chased. Look at all the YouTube pussy that Jimmy has chased, and how many pussies has he got? None. None. Not a damn one. Don't know real woman one, Jimmy, but that thing that he's married to. Jimmy asking me questions but hiding my comments. You know, and that's the thing, like, Jimmy will ask me, he'll ask me to come on his panel. He will ask, like, he texts me. He texted my phone one night and said that he dropped the link for me. But what happens whenever I go up there? He starts screaming, he talks over me, or he mutes me. I don't know if it is or not, Roger, to be honest. I don't know. Jimmy ain't got not a single pussy in this sector, but he sure has chased a lot. Exactly. He does the same shit. It's pathetic. It's just fucking pathetic. Stop chasing them hoes, Jimmy. Ain't none of them gonna fall for it. Every single bitch, every single pussy you chase on YouTube is gonna do you exactly the way I do you, baby. We're gonna play you. Because you're that fucking easy. Because all you want is a woman's attention. You one of them type of dudes that I can let ear fuck me all night, but you're still gonna buy my drinks at the bar. And all I gotta do is let you ear fuck me. Just talk, and you're gonna keep the drinks coming. Because all you want is a little bit of attention. And you're so fucking easy to play. You are so fucking easy to play. Men like you, Jimmy, weak men like you, weak, desperate ass, depressed ass men like you are so fucking easy. Real women who know how to play a man can smell you a mile away. I smelled you, what, 800 miles away, dude. I sniffed you out real quick. You are easy. You're like putty in a woman's hand. Because all you want is a little bit of attention. All you want is to think that some other woman could actually love you. You crying ass little bitch. And then what are you doing? You sending chocolate covered strawberries in heart shaped velvet boxes. Exactly, Jackie. All of them did it. All of them did it. Everybody that was in that group was doing that shit. Tina herself was doing that shit. But they overlook that, don't they? They only call out what they want to call out. They don't call out the whole fucking truth. They don't call out the whole situation. But you was there. You already know. You seen it. I think you left that shit right before I did. Have I done a lot of fuck shit? Absolutely, I have. Absolutely, I've done a lot of fuck shit in this sector. Yes, the fuck I have. I've done a lot of fuck shit. I've done a lot of dumb shit. I've done a lot of shit that I'm not fucking proud of. But I'll tell you one thing I've never done is threaten to sodomize and sexually mutilate a child. We've all done fuck shit in this sector. We've all done things we're not proud of. We've all said things we're not proud of. But the only one that has ever threatened to sexually mutilate a little girl has been Jimmy. No matter what kind of fuck shit that we've done in this sector, ain't none of us been that fucking low. Ain't none of us been that fucking disgusting. I've done a lot of things and I've said a lot of things that I'm not proud of. Which one? Is it the old bitch hater? Is that the one he's live from? I don't even know what he's live from. I'm on my phone. I'm waiting on the store to open up so I can go get the rest of the stuff for this baby shower. But I think it's old bitch hater. Isn't that it? He gonna sit and cry about me all day. I got about 60 videos coming my way. Probably 5 or 6 live shows coming my way. And who is not gonna give a fuck is me. He gonna sit over there and lie. She catfished me. She catfished me, y'all. Even though we were sending private videos to each other on YouTube, she still catfished me. He created that channel off top. Yes, he did. That's exactly right. That's right, he did. He created that channel off whenever he was talking about that lady Global TV. Yes, that's whenever he came up with that channel. You're absolutely right. I remember that. I remember he tried to get me to go at her, and I'm like, for what? She ain't said nothing about me. I don't know that woman. I don't know why would I why would I roast her? I don't know nothing about her. But I'll never forget whenever, yeah, he did. He came to me about Global TV, and he was like, "Oh, look at this old bitch. You need to get on there. You need to roast her. She this, she that." I'm like, "For what? Has she said my name? Has she said anything about me? No. Why do I need to go talk about this woman who ain't never said my name?" All right, y'all. I'm hopping off here. I have a lot of stuff to do today. So, Jimmy, I hope you have a great time with your 60 videos and your 5 or 6 lives. Because I don't give a fuck, dude. You're a sick, nasty bastard. And I really, truly, now hold on, listen to me carefully because I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I really, truly hope you go and get the help that you need because you are one step away from really, truly hurting a child.